Oh boy, success. Yeah, listen to those kisses. Cut it out.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and welcome back to Box Office Maniacs. I know what you're saying to yourself. Dave, did somebody send you a box of flowers? That's what it looks like, right? Actually, this is probably my number one requested film of all time. Well, yeah, I guess it'd be number one that Scream Factory has yet to release. Every single year, around the same day here in February, I always write them and say, hey, where's this movie? Why have you guys not made this movie? It's one of the most classic horror films of all time, and you guys need to make it. And what did they do? They came through finally, and they made it. So as you can see, I haven't even opened the box. I just got it in the mail. So I'm going to be watching this tonight on Valentine's Day. And I'm kind of giving you a hint what it is. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm going to open this box up right now and take a look at this. Alright, horror fans, this should be a no-brainer for you guys. This Valentine's Day, I finally got the collector's edition of My Bloody Valentine from Scream Factory. I have so much to say about this film, but I guess I'm going to keep most of it for the review. But what I will say is, growing up, this was one of my favorite horror films of all time. It was up there with Friday the 13th. It was up there with Halloween. It was up there with Nightmare on Elm Street, all the classics. And they only ever made one film. And I still have never understood why they did not continue the Harry Warden character, because it's such an amazing character and such a great, fun movie. And they only made one and they're out. And it's a great movie. Really, it's a great film. No franchise, no nothing. Even though they did release a new movie of My Bloody Valentine. It was My Bloody Valentine 3D, which we did go see. And I believe we reviewed it for you guys here on the channel somewhere. It was a while ago. So, yeah, but this is a really, really big thing for me right now. Because, yeah, I have never owned this. Believe it or not, I have never owned this on VHS. I've never owned this on DVD. I've never owned it on Blu-ray. I've never owned this. This is my first time owning this movie, which is a really, really rare thing that I can say that, yeah, I've never owned it. Like I just said 17 other times. And I don't know why. When I was a kid, I used to watch it. I guess I must have rented it, or it was on cable at the time, or I don't remember where I used to watch this, but I watched it over and over and over again because I love this character in the movie so much. And this was, like I said, one of my number one requests for Scream Factory. My other one, which is they're also making, believe it or not, is April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day, I think, is one of the most underrated horror films ever. And they're bringing that out too, and I can't wait to get that. I've already pre-ordered it, so it's coming. I don't know when it's going to show up, but it's on its way. But this was number one, and that was number two, and so finally I got number one. And wow, yeah, okay. Let's just get into it right now. First of all, this cover is awesome. I love the original cover, but they did a really good job with this. I think that they got the hearts going up here. They got Harry Warden here. You got reflection in his lenses, and you got the Bloody Valentine back there. So yeah, really, really cool. On the bottom it says, "There's more than one way to lose your heart." So it's really nice artwork on the cover. On the back, it has Disc 1, the theatrical version, which is the new 4K scan of the original camera negative, which is going to look amazing. And Disc 2 it has the uncut version, and more, it says. But yeah, I never even knew there was an uncut version of this. I had no idea until I was reading this when they were releasing it. And the only version I've ever seen is the theatrical version, which is probably the one I'm going to watch tonight. And then later I'm going to go back and watch the uncut version, because I just want to see the original version. If you read on the top here, it says, "My Bloody Valentine stands up with the Black Christmas as the best Canada has to offer." And I agree. I think it's as good as Black Christmas, and that's one of the classics. So getting the special edition of this also means you get another cover. So here is another cover of Harry Warden. This is a full cover of him, full picture of him, of him standing there with his gas mask and his pick and everything. Some more great artwork here. And on the back of it, you have this guy. And I haven't seen this movie since I've probably been in high school, since I've been in grade school. That's how long it's been since I've seen this original film. I know, it's crazy. And that's why I'm so excited about this. So yeah, I don't even remember the scene in the movie. I just remembered I really liked it, and I really loved this character. Alright, so let's open this up and see what else Scream Factory has inside for us. It's been a while since I've actually gotten a horror movie from Scream Factory. And I don't remember the last one I had. I don't know. I can't remember. At least I can't remember being this excited about a release from them. So let's open up it and see. Oh, we got more plastic. We got to open up. Okay, so now that plastic's been taken off. I got stuff laying all over the place here. Just ignore that stuff. And there goes the camera. So, yeah. So now my 2 layers of plastic have been taken off of here. And let's open it up and see if there's any specials on the inside. Alright, so this is disc 1, the theatrical version, which is the only one I've seen. And that's really nice how they did that. If you look at this, the breathing apparatus is actually the circle of the disc. Really, really great job, Scream Factory. Excellent. And over here is the same. You know, the breathing apparatus is the image of the new one. So, very cool. So if you had watched my horror convention I went to in Chicago, I talked to the guy who did Horror's Hallowed Grounds, and that was back last August. And he was telling me he has some stuff on this disc, and it's awesome. He says this was the last thing he had done when I was talking to him, and he says that he actually went back, and that's one of my favorite things Scream Factory does, is Horror's Hallowed Grounds, and I can't wait to watch that. So I actually got that from the person who runs Horror's Hallowed Grounds. And that would be Sean Clark. I was trying to think what his name was. For some reason it wasn't coming to me. But Sean Clark himself told me that, you know, Scream Factory sent him off to some really cool places, and this is going to knock my socks off when I watch it. And I'm sure it will. Can't wait to see it. So if you're not familiar with Scream Factory, and this is your first watching of any Scream Factory unboxing, what they do is they give you a choice of having the new cover like this, or having the original cover. Here it is. Here is the original cover for My Bloody Valentine. I like the cover. I've always liked the cover for the original one. I think it's kind of weird. Very badly drawn blood. It looks I mean, I can see it now, but you know, when you had the VHS tape in your hand, it's all scratched and dirty. You can't see it that well. So yeah, you can see that the blood is really badly painted on here. But yeah, I've always kind of liked that cover. I mean, I think the new cover just blows this completely away. But still, it's a pretty nice cover for a horror film. On the back, it actually has a different picture and stuff. And one thing that I really love about this, that you can have this cover, and you can have the new cover. Or you can have this cover and the other cover. And you have like sort of... So, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if you like this cover, you can have this cover, and if you slide it off, you have the other cover. Now, normally it doesn't come with like this many options of different covers. So most of the time I had like this, and I could pull it off, and then it would have the original poster here. So if you like the original poster, or if you didn't like the original poster, you could just have that and then have this. So it's really cool to have this many options. Now, ever since the Creepshow fiasco, where they destroyed the Creepshow posters and everybody threw a fit about it, and I think Scream Factory probably lost a lot of business over that, they come in these nice tubes now, nice and secure tubes. Before, they would just roll up the posters and throw them in there, and then by the time you got them, they would be all bent and scratched, and no joke, it was terrible. So now they do come in these nice tubes. So I'm going to give a shout out to Shout Factory for doing that. So this actually doesn't come with just the one. It actually comes with the 2. You get 2 for 1 here. So yeah, you got 2 of the My Bloody Valentine posters. And if I ever make a movie theater room in this house, I'm going to have so many cool posters to put in it. I would have loved to actually bring you the review itself of this movie, but I wanted to watch it today, so this is why it didn't show up today. So I'm doing the next best thing that I can and just did an unboxing for you. So hopefully you guys liked it. And if you're with somebody today, or if you're not with somebody today, or you might be with somebody today, or if you just left someone today, or if someone just left you, you know what? Harry Warden doesn't care. He will still give you a Valentine. And this was my Valentine for all the horror fans out there. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you're new here to Box Office Maniacs and want to join with all of our other crazy maniacs that we love on here, hit that sub button, hit that subscribe button, become one of the maniacs, and check out all of our other unboxings and my review that is soon to come for this movie, and all the other crazy stuff that we do on this channel. So everybody have a great Valentine's Day today, and if you have this, stick it in and watch it. That didn't really come out right.
His kisses are getting louder.
You horrible person, you!
What happened, kid? Can I help it if I ain't Cousin Basil?